In early March 2025, the quiet Colombian city of Buga witnessed something that defied logic. Residents looked up as the evening sky tore open with a flash of white fire, followed by a deafening boom that plunged several neighborhoods into darkness. When the light faded, farmers found the ground scorched in a perfect circle nearly 50 feet wide. Yet, at its center lay something untouched. It was a sphere, metallic, flawless, without seams or welds, reflecting the fading sunset like a mirror. Despite falling from the sky at thousands of miles per hour, it showed no burns, no dents, not even dust. Local police sealed off the area, but photos and videos spread online within hours. Global media named it the Buga Sphere. Scientists from Bogotá and Washington arrived along with military teams carrying radiation sensors and drones. Early tests showed the object wasn't made of any known alloy, and it emitted a faint magnetic pulse that scrambled electronics nearby. Then came the breakthrough, when researchers ran quantum AI decoding on the strange markings carved into its surface. The data revealed something no one expected. Was the Buga Sphere a message from another civilization, or something far beyond life itself? Nestled between the green folds of the Andes, the small city of Buga had always been a quiet place, a town of coffee fields, cobblestone streets, and church bells echoing at dusk. But in early March 2025, its peace shattered. What began as a flash in the sky became an event that no one in Colombia or the world could ignore. Within hours, the military sealed off the farmland where the object had landed. Helicopters hovered over the perimeter, and hazmat teams in reflective suits moved in. According to official reports published by El Tiempo, magnetic sensors registered powerful fluctuations in the local geomagnetic field. Compasses spun wildly, car engines nearby failed to start, and even phones refused to connect. When daylight returned, investigators realized something deeply strange. There was no crater, no sign of impact or explosion. Instead, the soil formed a pale circular scar, as if every drop of moisture had been sucked out from beneath the surface. The grass around it stood wilted and dry, but not burned. It looked less like destruction and more like extraction, as if the land itself had been drained. Residents who lived nearby told Columbia Reports that they heard a low humming sound that vibrated in the air for several minutes after the fall. It wasn't thunder, they said. It was steady, mechanical, almost like the resonance of a massive tuning fork. Some claimed they felt the ground pulsing beneath their feet. By the next day, a regional laboratory under the University of Valle had taken samples of the soil and metallic debris from the scene. Their findings stunned the scientific community. The sphere weighed approximately 16 pounds and appeared perfectly spherical under microscopy. X-ray imaging revealed it was built in concentric layers, each aligned to the next, with atomic precision. Its outer shell consisted of nearly 95% pure aluminum, refined far beyond any known industrial capability in Colombia. But the remaining 5% defied classification. Spectrometers identified an unknown metallic element with an electron pattern unseen in any recorded alloy on Earth. As that data circulated among researchers and military analysts, one question began to echo louder than any sound from the fall itself. If the Buga Sphere wasn't from Earth, who or what made it? When the first full X-ray scans of the Buga Sphere appeared, the lab fell silent. On the monitor, the object revealed a structure unlike anything ever recorded. 3 concentric layers forged from metals of varying densities, each nested with absolute precision. But what froze everyone's attention were 9 tiny orbs suspended inside the hollow core. They floated in perfect alignment, motionless, without wires, supports, or any detectable magnetic field. The team rescanned, certain it was an error. It wasn't. Every layer remained intact, the inner spheres perfectly balanced, as if gravity simply didn't apply. Then the mystery deepened. Despite being kept in a sealed, climate-controlled lab, the Buga Sphere began to gain weight. At first just ounces, but within 2 weeks, the readings climbed from 16 pounds to nearly 22 without absorbing any external matter. Independent calibrations confirmed the results. Something inside was increasing its own mass. Some physicists suggested it was converting ambient energy into matter, following Einstein's equation. Others dismissed it as an anomaly, though none could explain how the effect repeated in a shielded, isolated environment. Soon, equipment near the sphere began to fail. Screens flickered, clocks drifted out of sync, and wireless signals dropped entirely. Magnetometers showed violent oscillations, forcing technicians to shut them down to avoid permanent damage. Every reading pointed to a rapidly growing electromagnetic field pulsing from the sphere's core, stronger and more stable than any artificial source. By the second week, the facility resembled a high-security bunker. Military engineers sealed the perimeter, granting access only to a few scientists under constant supervision. An internal memo described the field as self-regulating and adaptive. Whenever new instruments approached, the readings adjusted, stabilizing as if the sphere were aware of being observed. Speculation ran wild. Was it a machine, a power cell, or something alive in a way humans couldn't yet define? Some theorists proposed it functioned as a self-healing quantum battery, a device capable of drawing limitless energy from the zero-point vacuum. The longer they studied it, the more it seemed alive, reacting to its surroundings like an organism feeding on invisible forces. And as its electromagnetic field continued to intensify, one question began to haunt everyone in the room. If it's truly absorbing energy from the universe itself, then what exactly is it preparing to do? For weeks, scientists thought the Buga Sphere's mystery lay in its impossible structure. But when technicians began cleaning its metallic surface, another secret emerged. Beneath a thin layer of oxidation, hundreds of faint engravings appeared under ultraviolet light. They weren't scratches, they were deliberate, etched deep into the alloy with astonishing precision. Each symbol measured less than a millimeter across, forming spirals, triangles, and geometric grids so exact they looked machine-made. Under magnification, the designs resembled microcircuits more than letters. Researchers photographed every section and sent the images to the National University of Columbia for linguistic analysis. Nothing matched. The engravings shared no similarity with Egyptian, Sumerian, Sanskrit, or runic alphabets. Even advanced pattern recognition systems failed to link them with any known phonetic or symbolic language. A team of semioticians and cryptographers from Spain and Japan was brought in. After weeks of analysis, they reached a stunning conclusion. This wasn't a language at all. It was mathematics, expressed through geometry. It looks like symbolic math written in three-dimensional form. It communicates through ratios, frequencies, and angles, not words. The spacing between marks followed prime number intervals. Certain sequences mirrored Fibonacci patterns and constants, such as pi, phi, and Euler's number. The symbols created harmonics that looked like visual echoes of sound waves frozen in metal.